Welcome to Mount Carmel Area High School Red Tornado Football. I'm Bob Else, along with Warren Altimore and Wayne Brokenshire, bringing you tonight's game from the Silver Bowl in Mount Carmel. The Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes host the Spartans of North Schuylkill. What a big one this one is, Warren.
Well, some teams don't play the biggest game in the state in their lives, and we're managing to do it twice in one season tonight. This year, of course, Southern Columbia area was billed as the best game in the state when we played them, and now number 2 ranked Mount Carmel area meeting number 5 ranked the North Schuylkill Spartans in AA in the state of Pennsylvania. So being billed as the biggest game once again on a Friday night in the state. So all the buildup that you can get is here. You didn't need any when the Spartans come to town. Let's face it, the Spartans and the Tornadoes are well aware of each other and well-versed in each other. They know each other quite well. The rivalry has been established over the years. And only recently, North Schuylkill, of course, on the short end of the stick for most of those years, only recently now becoming very competitive. And as if you didn't need anything else in the game, North Schuylkill this year dropped out of AAA, coming down to AA, and now a head-on-head foe. Plus, the championship of the Anthracite Football League is on the line tonight for both teams. So
the AFL.
The AFL. So there isn't a whole lot else that you could possibly look for in a football game tonight. That's about all that you could pack into one.
Red Tornadoes just come on the field. They stayed back as the Spartans came out onto the field a little bit early. We're still about 4 minutes away from kickoff time, so the Spartans did make their appearance a little early. Red Tornadoes now under the goalpost and ready to break out to a real big crowd here tonight. Probably not quite as large as the Shamokin game, but it is a packed house.
No, absolutely. It's standing room only in the corners everywhere. A big crowd. They were expecting a big crowd. In fact, they were worried they might have to close the gates. They were going to have that big of a crowd. So all the ingredients are here for a fantastic football game. Of course, Mount Carmel area losing a tough decision, a close, tough decision last year to the Spartans. The Spartans going deep into the state playoffs before losing to Berwick on a Saturday afternoon in a great game. They played a fabulous game, just coming up short at the end of the game. So the thing to look for, I think, this year, of course, are new faces. Mount Carmel area has less new faces. They bring a lot of people back. The Spartans, on the other hand, graduated heavily in the line and also, more importantly, graduated their quarterback, Mohap. And most people who saw the game last year will say that Jason Mohap won the game by himself. And that's somewhat of an unfair description, but certainly he was a vital force in their win. Without him, they start a quarterback who was untested. He's playing his first year at quarterback. I think he is truly one of the keys offensively for the Spartans. You have McAndrew in the backfield and Brobst, 2 seasoned runners. McAndrew, considered one of the finest running backs in the East of Pennsylvania, maybe in all of Pennsylvania. Counter that on our side with Veach, of course, who is about to break one of the longest-standing records in Mount Carmel area athletic history in the next 1 or 2 games. I don't know which one it'll be. He set the single-season rushing record last week, folks, and you don't think that's an accomplishment. Think of some of the names that he's eclipsed. That was the single-season, all-time, one-game rushing record, 250 yards against Marian Catholic. So you've got everything you can possibly expect as far as talent, as far as 2 teams who play basically the same kind of defense, the same kind of offense, especially offensively. They'll be kind of mirroring each other offensively, although probably not the same sets and many formations from North Schuylkill, as you will, from Mount Carmel area.
Well, I'll tell you what, the deciding factor in this game is going to be whose offense is going to work better tonight. Both defenses are touted as being one of the best in the area. Ashland coming in, holding Shamokin, who was undefeated at the time when they played. They hope that if they could score a touchdown here and go ahead, North Schuylkill, that their defense is going to win the game for them. And, of course, we know exactly what Mount Carmel can do. They've been doing it all season long, the outstanding defense that we have. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game.
Go ahead, Juan.
One of the things quickly to watch before we kick off, of course, it's been all over town, all over the area. Of course, Joey Costello had a knee injury in the Marian Catholic game. It went undetected during the game. Obviously has had some problems. He is expected to play the entire game. The only difference in Joe Costello, the all-state linebacker, is that he is wearing a knee brace for the first time. Kick is off. Number 6 for the Schuylkill.
Magnus takes the kick and brings it up to about the 31-yard line. And we were trying to see.
I didn't know if you saw 6 catches.
Yeah, Magnus catching it. In on the tackle. 29, Malachowski helped out by 27, Evans. It looked like Howard over there. And here we have the red numbers on the white again. And sometimes tough. Trip formation, and they're starting with a no huddle here. Howard, back to pass. Looks over the middle on the fly pattern to McAndrew. Off his hands at about the 42-yard line. Coverage by 22, Brett Veach.
Well, okay, we expected to see a surprise from North Schuylkill. We understood they were going to try the no-huddle offense against us. You saw it happening on the very first play from scrimmage. They have a no-huddle. They play trips right. They send everybody out. No backfield, no one in the backfield. So they're either going to sink or swim right now on the arm of number 5, Dave Howard.
Good protection that time. Trip formation again. A lone back going from the shotgun with the quarterback Howard. Snaps back. Good pressure that time from Jamin. He just lets one go and he throws it to the 44-yard line. Great job by number 30, Sean Jamin.
I'll tell you what, you can go back 6 days. You can see that exact same play. You know that North Schuylkill now has scouted us, had seen the films from last week. Marion last week ran that play a number of times. No backs in the backfield. Everybody out in line. They're either receivers. Marion had run actually 2 reverses off that, and they didn't even pass off it.
This is very odd, though. North Schuylkill starting with no backfield. I'd almost wonder if what they're doing, that it's not their game. I don't think it is anyway.
3rd down and 10 for the Spartans. McAndrew and Probst in the backfield. Gonna throw again. Looks over to the sideline. Oh, just off the reaches of number 6, which is Dave Magnus, and it'll be 4th down for the Spartans, but they came out with guns ahoy. They were firing the ball.
The only thing is, and Warren is right. Last night when we were talking at Supper Club, Coach Whitey Williams said that he didn't expect anybody to get out of their game plan. Their game plan seems to be running because of McAndrew and Brobst back there. Here they come out 3 passes in a row.
Howard back to punt. Big rush by Sinkovich. Going to be taken by Malakowski on the 31-yard line. Finds some running room. Turns it on and gets up to about the 47-yard line. 1st down and 10, Red Tornadoes.
Okay, one of the first things you're going to see is a little bit different offensively, and this was something we were watching. Costello is not going to open the game at fullback. One of the things we talked about at Supper Club last night was whether that knee needed to be in the offensive backfield when certainly he's an all-state linebacker, and they've chosen at least to begin the game with him out of the offensive backfield.
They'll start with number 47, Steve Sinkovich at the fullback. Now Karnaski back to pass. A little flat to Jamin over his head. 2nd down and 10.
It must be air night tonight, and both teams come out throwing the ball on 1st down. Mount Carmel throwing at a somewhat more traditional stance than the Spartans did. I think certainly if it becomes a game of passing between both teams, I give the edge to Mount Carmel area with the much more seasoned defensive backfield and probably the quickest defensive backfield you're going to see in high school today.
Going to go right, coming back with Veach. Finds some running room and gets up to about the 48-yard line. Tackled by number 55 on the play, Jeremy Vogler. And that's a Vogler related to our Jamie Vogler.
Right. Oh, yeah?
Yep. 3rd down, 5 yards to go for the Red Tornadoes.
I think they could have made that roster of theirs, the one we're reading from theirs, a little bit smaller.
Yeah, they're working on me putting my glasses on, aren't they?
You need a magnifying glass pretty soon to read the list.
Karnaski, straight drop back, flags on the play.
Offside Mount Carmel. I'm sure of it. Somebody raised a hand there. Somebody raised their hand up at the last second before the ball was snapped, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty against Big Red. And this is the kind of game where certainly those penalties will play a key role throughout the entire football game. When you match 2 good defensive football teams, you cannot afford to make a mistake on offense because it's going to come back and bite you every time.
3rd down, 10 yards to go, 10:30 left in the 1st quarter. Fumble on the play, recovered by the Red Tornadoes. Looked like it was on the snap.
Yes, it was. On the exchange at center. Not the best way to start off offensively for either team. 3 and out now for Big Red.
Costello in. for the punt. Didn't look like they brought our punt team on. That's what I was watching right there. Snaps back, kicks away, and boy, that should be some kind of penalty.
Flags are down.
And we'll sort this one out. But
I don't
again,
know. That's not roughing the kicker flags there, folks.
No.
That's downfield.
I don't know what those flags are, but
could have been a hitting the kicker, though, because it wasn't a...
Not that far down. I'll be surprised.
It was a lineman called it over here, a linesman.
I mean, usually the guy standing next to the kicker makes the call.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything. Illegal man. Illegal participation.
That's going to be a first down.
That's a first down, folks.
They had one too many people in there.
12 men on the field for the Spartans. A costly error for North Schuylkill early in the football game.
Yep.
And that will give Mount Carmel area an automatic first down.
Certainly it does.
Maybe. Since we're having a rather large discussion about it. Now we drop the ball coming up.
No, it is a first down for sure. I don't usually make predictions, but I mean, this one
feeling pretty good about this, aren't you?
The rule book and say it's not a first down.
He's feeling pretty good about this one, folks. Yeah, I didn't think it was against the kicker on the kicker because that guy is usually the only guy who throws the flag. Is the guy standing with the kicker?
That's why he's back there.
Yeah, so I knew it had to be something that occurred on the line of scrimmage or down below.
Karnaski pitches back to Veach. 55 in on the tackle again. Volkler, and he did a nice job cutting across there. Spartans have a quick defense, and they showed it last year too.
Well, nothing's changed. They're a very, very aggressive defense. They're looking for what your guards are doing. They're plugging holes, and the linebackers are coming up.
Sinkovic goes in motion, now sets. Now he steps back, does a nice job of getting himself back. Karnaski back to pass, looks on the fly pattern. Intercepted by number 6, Dave Magnus, and he's tackled at about the 20-yard line. Nice job by Magnus as the free safety to come over and get that ball.
Now, we were actually covered that time. It was good coverage defensively on Malakowski going down there. And the free safety just came over. He had total right to the ball. And that's what he wanted.
Yeah, sir. So, well, it serves the same as a punt almost, though. The ball's down on the North Schuylkill 19, I guess it would be termed. It's 1st and 10 on their own 19.
Howard sets the Spartans. Pitch back to McAndrew. No running room there, and the Red Tornadoes block it up with Sean Jamin, 60 Malakowski, 41 Costello, and 27 Dave Evans.
Yep.
Very difficult to attack that part of the defense with the kind of quickness you're seeing on Mount Carmel area's side. Big Red does not let you get around. No team this year has turned the corner on us yet. So, and I don't think, as good an athlete as McAndrew is, I don't think he has the speed to do that.
2nd down and 12, 8:20 left in the first quarter.
If they're going to beat us, they're going to beat us on a quick dive, trap, something. Something has to be quick up the middle. Too many men in the backfield.
Howard, inside, handoff to Wary. Breaks a couple tackles, is still on his feet, and tackled by Evans and Veach. Nice run that time by number 40, which isn't Wary. Yes, it is.
Yeah,
Bob Wary.
Yes, it is.
Right.
Wary, of course, one of the guys you want to watch for. Named last year, one of the guys that came back this year and is playing excellent football this year.
Third down and 4 yards to go. 7:27 left in the first. Wary and McAndrew in the backfield for the Spartans. Pitches back to McAndrew, out around the left side. Running room, first down. Spartans at the 36-yard line. Nice run that time by McAndrew.
That time he showed quickness, Wayne.
Yes, he did.
Getting out to the corner. That time we saw some speed there. The initial first down of the game now by the Spartans.
What happened there was that their guard took our end and pushed him out. He got him out of the way where McAndrew had no reason to stop his stride at all, no reason to cut. He had clear sailing right down around the side.
Howard. Wary. Fumble. Recovered by the Red Tornadoes.
What a hit.
A first down. Big hit by 41. Joe Costello.
That's why you're an all-state linebacker right there. What a hit. Wary coughed the ball up in a hurry, and I don't blame him. That was a tremendous hit because he never really had the ball tucked away.
No.
The hit came as the handoff was being exchanged, so he couldn't really hold on to it. But what a tremendous defensive stop by Big Red, and now a fumble by the Spartans.
And the Red Tornadoes have to make something happen here on offense. 6:33 left in the first. Tavich off the left side. No running room that time.
That time,
30,
Wolfgang.
34 Bropes and Wolfgang in on the tackle.
65, actually, although he didn't
65
make the actual tackle. Wolfgang's the guy that really caused the whole play to fall apart. He made excellent penetration, caused Veach to alter his path a little bit, and he altered it into a bunch of people. So you give Wolfgang credit on that play.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Shotgun formation for the Red Tornadoes. Snaps back. Karnaski's going to eat the ball at about the 49-yard line. Ropes, 34 in on the tackle.
Again, we were told they have a very aggressive and fast defense. This is probably the fastest defensive line that our kids have seen all season long. And you can see gang tackling. There's 4 or 5 guys around the ball carrier at all times.
Third and long.
Receivers covered very well on that play, too.
Yeah.
Third and 25 for the Red Tornadoes. Jamin and Evans go in motion. Back to pass again. Karnaski rolls out and incomplete. Fourth down. Everybody covered on that play.
Yeah, absolutely. He had nowhere to go with the football. North Schuylkill playing excellent defenses. We knew they would coming into the game. Forcing a punt now from Big Red, who has had excellent field position and has not been able to do anything so far in the football game. 4 minutes, 57 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Costello in punt formation for the Red Tornadoes. Snaps back, kicks away. Good high end-over-end kick. Taken by number 88, Dan Devaney. Brings it to the 20, to the outside. Costello there misses him, and then finished off by 27, Dave Evans. First down, Spartans from about the 22-yard line. Look like Evans in on the tackle?
Yeah. Beautiful kick by Costello.
Yeah.
Although trying to avoid another man coming in. That's twice now Costello punted very close to being blocked.
Ropes moves to an end position. Leaves McAndrew the lone back. Gives it to McAndrew. Big rush that time by
Costello.
Costello.
Costello once again into the Spartan backfield.
I don't know. I'm trying to watch the line to see if he.
It's actually 40. It's actually 47. That was Steve
that
Sinkovich.
Really?
On the bottom of the pile, yeah.
I thought it was Costello.
No, it was Sinkovich from nose guard.
Oh, my goodness.
Joe was standing up, and I saw how McAndrew had him at the ankles. Good job that time by Steve Sinkovich.
Ooh, I missed that completely. 41-47.
It looked like a 41
claim a little bit of problem there, but not much.
Howard fakes the handoff, back to pass, rush from Mike Sinkovich. Caught by number 6, Magnus for a first down, double coverage, but he takes the ball to about the 43-yard line. Nice arm by Howard that time to lay it right in on his hand.
Big play that time by the Spartans. Can't throw it any better. Guy was open though. He had broken double coverage and was open for the pass. Best field position of the evening so far for North Schuylkill.
First down, Spartans, the ball on the 43-yard line. Howard. Draw to Wary. Nice tackle. Mike Sinkovic, 64 and 83. Eric Higgins on the tackle.
No gain on that play. Read very well by the Big Red defense.
Second down and 10. 3:37 left in the first quarter. No score from the Silver Bowl. The Red Tornadoes against the Spartans. Full house backfield. Puts McAndrew in motion to the right side. Little motion here by the right end. Howard back to pass. McAndrew picks him, catching the ball at the 25-yard line, and he's down to about the 18-yard line. Motion on the play, but it's not going to be called. First down and 10 Spartans. Nice catch by McAndrew.
Well, the quarterback looks excellent so far. Howard, number 5. He's doing everything he's being asked to do right now. Hitting his receivers exactly where they need to be hit, and they're pretty well covered, but there are seams out there, and he's getting it in there.
Magdeburg is split far left. Howard to McAndrew. Off the left side. About 5 or 6 yards. Big rush that time. Nice blocking by the North Schuylkill front left side.
Again, I would assume once they get down here, they're going to run the red double plays down here. McAndrew, and then Gropes.
Satchel Ben is the slot back into the lineup now, though, and he's a receiver, and they're splitting 2 to the right now, Wayne. Again, going with Gropes and McAndrew, though, in the backfield. McAndrew, right side. Hit by Evans and 60 Malakowski, but he gets down to about the 9-yard line, close to a first down for the Spartans. He's short by about a yard. Mike Boyer, 76 into the lineup for Jay Malakowski.
So you see the adjustments made. Coach Conley will bring a guy out, tell him what they're doing, explain to him what we need to be doing there.
Again, Gropes and McAndrew in the backfield. Third down and short yardage for the Spartans. McAndrew, left side, hit, still hit, and he's lost for a loss. It's 76 Boyer, but initial hit Higgins and 64 Mike Sinkovic. Fourth down and about 4 yards to go, about a 3-yard loss for the Spartans. Timeout, North Schuylkill with 1:14 left in the first quarter.
Interesting early call for Coach Geist here now.
But I'll tell you what, on that run, you see how tough McAndrew is. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. He was drove back, about 3 yards. He lost 3 yards there. Continued to move down the line. He was trying to get around the end. He's the type of guy you can't arm tackle him. You have to hit him and wrap your arms and take him down.
Yeah, interesting call now. Apparently, I was going to say, apparently we weren't going to kick, but yes, we are. That's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to try a field goal from. They're going to spot the ball down on the
20-yard,
12.
The ball spotted. Now he'll be kicking from about the.
No, the ball spotted at the 11th.
Yeah, ball at the 11. He'll be kicking about a 17-yarder, right? No, 27-yarder. There we go. You don't.
That was hard, wasn't it?
Goes here, do we? Addition, guys.
27-yard attempt by who? 6?
No, number Brian Wetzel, 66, and the kick is off to the left, and no good. The Tornadoes hold with 1:09 left in the first quarter. The score: the Spartans nothing, the Red Tornadoes nothing.
A big defensive stand that time for Big Red. Obviously, they had their backs to the wall, and that's something they're unaccustomed to so far this year. That hasn't happened a whole lot. That's when you get tested a little bit.
Well, and it happened by the pass. They certainly
absolutely.
put a passing attack together that I don't think was totally anticipated. Yeah, they had lost Mohap last year, and boy, they came through with Howard this year. First down, Red Tornadoes. Karnaski looks in the flat of Higgins, hits him. 35 to the 38-yard line. First down, Red Tornadoes. Nice little out pass, and that one worked well.
Excellent play. The reason, number one, you have Higgins taking, showing some blocking scheme there, and then breaking out on the flat, being covered by the linebacker who was already behind him.
Karnaski sets the Red Tornadoes. Zikovic, gain of only about 1 yard. Not much running room there.
Now that defense, for the first time, there was no nose guard.
The tackle was number 40, which was Wary.
They slipped out of the standard.
They went into a gap defense.
There was a 4-man gap defense out there, at least in the front there. Unusual for them because they don't usually play that, but that's what they had done.
Second down and 10. They're sliding around again, Warren.
They got nose
now they're back in
but they're in nose guard. Karnaski. Oh, big rush by number 42. Karnaski gets it away to Higgins. And he doesn't get the first down. It's to about the 48-yard line. It almost looked like he had it for a minute and then stepped back to try to get around the side of one of the defenders.
That spot's a pretty rough spot there.
Yeah,
I was going to say, I'm wondering there.
Yeah, it was more up to the 49-yard line for the spot.
Yeah, I'm wondering. That's going to be the end of the quarter, Bob.
The end of the first quarter, no score, and the Red Tornadoes starting to put a drive together.
Boy, tough game so far, folks. Everything you envisioned was happening in the first quarter alone. This is exactly what we expected. North Schuylkill playing excellent defense, making some long pass plays. Mount Carmel area is short. They're saying about a half yard. It'll be 3rd and a half yard as the second quarter opens up for Big Red. The ball is on Big Red's side of the 50-yard line at the Big Red 48. Let me take a moment, ladies and gentlemen, to remind you that you are watching WKNC TV. We are broadcasting over a microwave signal WLX267. We are an instructional fixed television service, and you are catching us on a Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on Channel 13 of the Service Electric Cable System.
Some special guests up here with us tonight.
For halftime,
Susquehanna coaching staff.
We'll have an interview with head coach Briggs of the Susquehanna coaching staff over there in Cities Grove, Pennsylvania. So we're looking forward to that.
Big crowd here tonight. Big coverage by the press. WNEP here with their live cameras, and Doyle Dietz from Reading Eagles, Souders from Bloomsburg, and just a whole slew of people here tonight covering this game.
So who's who of the media?
Who's are here, except for us. Sorry about that.
More like who.
That's right.
It's the who.
Who else? Third down. Very short yardage to go for the Red Tornadoes. Karnaski back to pass. They're going to throw long on third down. Nice coverage by number 1, John Magnenberg on Evans all the way. Fourth down and inches to go.
And Big Red's going to go for it from what I can see. They're not going to punt. A surprise call that time on third down. Trying to catch North Schuylkill sleeping a little bit on a short yardage situation.
Magdenburg did a great job that time. Boy, they have really jammed up the center of their line. Karnaski, quarterback sneak.
He's got it.
First down, Red Tornadoes.
Give the center a lot of credit that time, else.
That's right.
That's a tough one. North Schuylkill signaling a fumble. I believe it's a first down.
No, they're saying it's their ball, but boy, they didn't give him, again, a
spot.
I think it's a first down. It was a poor spot again, I believe, but I think it's a first down anyway.
Well, we're going to see here very shortly as the refs bring the sticks out.
No.
And first down by inches.
Like a white stripe of the ball.
So about, yeah.
Got a little quiet here, didn't it, in the stands? Well, 2 consecutive first downs for the Red Tornadoes. Lone setback for the Red Tornadoes is Sinkovic. Back to pass. Big rush by the right side of the Spartan defense, which is number 65 for the Spartans, Larry Wolfgang. Same thing they did last year with Rice Miller.
Right.
Rice Miller, right.
Yeah. You've got to compensate a little bit for that backside. No one. Now we were bringing someone out there, peeling him back, so to speak, to block. That time there was no peel back, and he came on. I mean, nobody touched him. It wasn't like he beat the block. There was no block there.
That's actually second play when Vic had the reception to Higgins. The exact same thing.
Shotgun formation. Snaps back. Lots of time. Karnowski looking over the middle. Intercepted by Weary. And he's going for a touchdown. He's down to the 11-yard line, but a nice interception by Weary. And he was standing right in the middle there and took the ball.
Now you got to watch what happened there. Obvious passing play. 4-man rush. That was it. There was no pressure on the quarterback that time. They did not want to pressure the quarterback. They sent 7 guys in pass coverage. You've got 7 guys back there. It's very difficult to find an open receiver.
Howard, first down and 10 from about the 11-yard line. Hands it to Daniel. Big runs by 41, Joe Costello.
Unbelievable play by Costello once again. He almost took the handoff that time.
Yes, he did.
He had his hand all the way in for the handoff.
Again, he's just playing an excellent game. You know what he's doing? He's watching what the guard is doing. The guard's pulling and trying to kick out the end because the ball's trying to go to the left side. He's coming through the hole. And you're right. He's actually beating the handoff just about.
Second down and 14 yards to go for the Spartans. Howard fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Looks over the middle. In the hands of number 21, Matt Montgomery, and he drops it.
Well, he almost had an interception that time. That time, I think an ill-advised pass. Too many people in coverage back there. He had 1, we had 3. The odds are not good when you throw it that way. 3rd and 14 now for the Spartans.
Second scoring opportunity for the Spartans, though. They've driven the ball first time, but this time on the interception. Timeout called by the Spartans.
Take a moment to let you're probably, you're seeing this a little bit different here at home. For the first time, in fact, since we've been at home, we don't have a camera inside the press box. We are using, once again, courtesy of Industrial Maintenance and Construction, a crane, which is now up above the press box at this time. You're getting on-field shots from where we always had it, right on the field on the sidelines, but you're also getting those up above shots now, and you're not getting anything from the press box itself. We're not using a camera in here, and that's the first time for us.
Right.
We've never tried that before, and from what we can tell on our monitor, you're getting some absolutely excellent
shots.
Excellent shots at this football game.
Actually, when they get down to this end of the field, I should watch the monitor instead of
You get a shot.
You get a better view of the game when we're down here.
There's the end zone camera, or the high atop sky cam by Joe Novotny.
Joe Novotny is up in the sky cam again. He's like the designated pilot now. He goes up every weekend.
There's a neat little heater up there tonight, too.
Oh, yeah?
Working for him, yeah.
Now we're spoiling him now.
Howard sets the Spartans. Back to pass. And he throws it away. And
That's intentional ground.
Loss him down. And they'll get the penalty plus the loss of down.
Yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
Malachowski not even touched. He came in like a bandit that time. He was looking for it.
You got to pressure this kid. Let's face it. You can't let him sit back there and pass the ball. And that's what we tried to do there, was pressure him.
This will make it 4th down from about the 26-yard line.
This will be a real interesting play on the Spartan side of the ball. I'm not sure. We have a little confusion on their sideline. Someone didn't come out, and he almost got killed over there.
Yeah, no backfield there.
Actually, trips left for the Spartans. Howard back to pass. Looks over to the right side. Incomplete. First down and 10 Red Tornadoes. The defense holds again.
Okay.
Well covered by Evans that time.
Again, you're looking at the defensive backs doing an excellent job. But in this series of downs, one thing that we have seen is that our line play has now picked up.
Yeah.
With on every pass now, someone is in front of his face. And you see in that last play, that was more or less a desperation pass. He threw up before the receiver even turned his back.
Because the receiver actually never turned to see the ball.
Right.
He never did see where the ball was in the air.
There they're out of the 50 defense again, Warren. Hand off to Veach, off the left side. Little bit of running room for about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
I think Big Red needs to settle down offensively a little bit. We're out of sync offensively, and we don't have a rhythm going there. I think that's what we need to do right now is gain a couple of first downs, get ourselves moving upfield a little bit, and then I think we should be all right.
Zinkovic in the backfield for the Red Tornadoes.
We may have changed the play. I'm not sure there.
And they're going to move Veach back. And that's going to be a legal motion. Hand off to Evans. He's going to get the first down and more. This will probably be
called back.
With his speed, called back, but he could have a touchdown on this one. Knocked out of bounds on the 20. But again, there were both backs moving.
Yeah, double motion, yeah.
We were confused when we came out of the huddle. And again, this is not like Mount Carmel area, and you cannot do this in a big game. You cannot make those mistakes.
Not when you run it down to the 20-yard line.
He was talking to those kids as he left the huddle, trying to do what he needed to do, and somebody wasn't sure and wasn't on the same page offensively. And again, for the third consecutive offensive series, Mount Carmel area takes a penalty that drives him back and makes second and 12 now. Yeah, we'll bring up a second and 12. So you're into big yardage on the second and third downs, and it's tough to win a football
game like that. Good blocking
that
time and a great run by Evans.
Absolutely, yeah. It's a shame, it comes all for naught, but you've got to get sharper out here offensively right now.
Fumble by Kornatsky, picks it back up, looks at Veach, got him on about the 42-yard line. First down and 10 on the 45. That ball just slipped out of Vic's hand when he went back. He had it, and then he rolled, and it just slipped out of his hand.
Talking about presence of mind, guys. Though.
Yeah.
He picked it up and stayed with the pattern and actually hit the receiver.
I'll tell you what, it was a nice play. The linebackers were held in position because we showed two dives before Vic went back to throw the ball.
First down, Red Tornadoes from about the 35-yard line. Inside handoff to Evans. Takes it outside. Finds a lot of running room. First down at about the 45-yard line of the Spartans.
Same play as he ran before. We just came right back to it. Again, you're isolating a linebacker and the defensive end over there. And what you do is you cut off your offensive end. You see where he's at. And that decides whether you go inside or outside on that play. It's designed probably on paper to go inside. Look inside your end. That time the end was standing up with Jamin in front of him, and all Evans had to do was decide which way to cut.
And went around them.
And went around them. But probably designed to go inside if I was going to call it on paper.
7:54 left in the first half. No score at the Silver Bowl.
It's like a 4-4 defense.
Evans the other way. To about the 40-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards. Nice run.
They are out of the 5-2 defense now for a while. They are not putting that nose tack on. That is highly unusual for North Schuylkill. But they are not covering the center any longer. They're now gone to a gap defense. At least on and off, but more on than off now, where they were strictly the nose tackle was over the center all the time in that five-man line before.
They're lining up in it, though. They show it right where they line up right now. If you look at it on your screen right now, they're lined up as if they're going to be in a 50.
They're going to take a 5-yard penalty if they don't snap the ball almost instantly when they get to the line. They've wasted too much time in the huddle. Vic, you got to roll.
He does. Gets it off, looks to the right side. Into the corner of the end zone. There is
too many guys.
Lots of North Schuylkill. Triple coverage on Brett Veach.
Can't throw the ball in triple coverage. It's impossible to do.
Nope.
Jamin that time was the guy that was open.
Yeah,
Jamin streaked down the middle of the field and had what you saw was there were two guys on Veach. The third guy, as soon as the ball left his hand, he sprinted to Veach. But again, he was actually covering Jamin.
They are disguising their backs are just staying with our backs all the way.
Now, one thing they are seeing, though, is we are getting a little bit of time. We're giving Vic a pocket now to stay in.
Right, a little more than in the beginning of the game. Now it's starting to settle down.
3rd and 7 for Big Red. Ball on North Schuylkill Spartan 40-yard line.
Look, showing blitz. Here they come.
They've come.
It's a screen. Good call. First down to Evans and more, down to about the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
Great call by the Red Tornado coaches because they had the blitz coming.
Yeah, they were all out. That was an all-out blitz. The linebacker showed it ahead of time, which I was a little bit confused that he was doing.
Number 40.
He showed the whole way, and I think it was an easy screen pass, and he showed that much of a blitz all through the whole part of the play. Again, a great call, slows them up, and it has them thinking now a little bit as they go into pass coverage all the time.
To put the defense back on its heels a little bit. You're right.
6:44 left in this first half. Pitch back to Veach. No running room. That time makes his own hole and gets down to about the 22-yard line.
A lot of dancing going on that play, guys.
Just everybody coming from the left side there.
He was at the Harvest Ball on that one. He did so much dancing.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
A real chess game going here between coaching staffs on offense and defense, though. It really is. You can see the strategy going on as you watch here.
Kranaski with Sinkovic and Veach in the backfield. Fakes to Sinkovic. Back to pass. Looks to the corner of the end zone. Oh, just over the reaches.
I don't see who's coming up there.
3rd down. Jamin.
And Jamin almost had it that time. A little bit out of his reach, but a nice pattern. He was single covered, but he had broken coverage, and he was open for the pass. He could have got it in there.
I'll tell you what, Wary is making no bones about it. He blitzes. He shows it early, and
he's coming.
There's a second time now.
You got to give the offensive line a lot of credit because they were shaky in the opening series until they figured out who was where and what they were doing. But once they figured it out, very little pressure right now on the Mount Carmel area quarterback, but a big 3rd down and 8 with the ball sitting on the Spartan 20-yard line.
He's coming again, it looks like.
No.
Nope. They backed off the draw play. Veach.
Oh, boy, nice block.
And
29.
Not going to call it a touchdown.
The 1-yard line.
Who made the block? Malachowski?
Malachowski.
Great block by Dan Malachowski.
Well, I'll tell you what, a beautiful downfield block on that one. That kid never even saw Malachowski. If Danny doesn't throw that block, Veach is tackled on about the 20-yard line.
What a block, though. My goodness.
Boy, Dave Evans comes out for Joe Costello, but what a great performance in that drive by Evans. He had about 3 or 4 plays. First down and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Snaps back, hands off to Veach, and he loses 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Big play by the Spartan defense that time.
64. Mike Sinkovic, he'll come into the backfield as a fullback blocker.
Yeah,
they're going to go power. They're going to go power blocking here. Kranaski to Veach. Around the right side. Touchdown, Red Tornadoes.
Excellent play. Now, I don't know what North Schuylkill was looking at there. Whenever we run power backfield like that, we usually go left or right. They were pointing to our far left side. They were trying to get their defensive backs over there for some reason.
Sinkovic in for the extra point. Yeah. He was perfect last week. He's on a roll right now, ladies and gentlemen, for extra points.
Mike Sinkovic, 64. Snaps back, kicks up.
And he's still perfect.
Good. With 5:07 left in the first half to score. The Red Tornadoes 7. The Spartans of North Schuylkill, nothing.
I think that was a big offensive series for Big Red in a lot of ways. Needed to restore some confidence in everybody. I think in the quarterback, I think Vic was starting to wonder a little bit there. But again, Vic was not getting a lot of time. I think once you give the kid time, and you see that with Howard, as soon as Howard stopped getting time, he stopped making completions. I think if you let Vic throw the ball a little bit here with some time, he's going to do exactly what he's done here. Some excellent running, some excellent play calling. And again, the speed, as I've said in every game, and again, although more closely matched in this game than at any time in the season, speed is still a factor on Mount Carmel area side of the ball.
Hey, and I'll tell you what, again, we can't talk enough about this line. Even Brett said last week against Marion, if it wasn't for the line, he would not have had the 250 yards gained in one game. And again, here's a case where the first quarter we're a little shaky. North Schuylkill comes out, they're playing some stunts, they're running here, they're splitzing there. Now all of a sudden everything is stopped for North Schuylkill defensively, and our line is taken over.
Zikovic kicks off.
That's a short man.
Can't seem to find it. Number 1. Great tackle by 83 Eric Higgins. He came flying in there on John Magdeburg.
Is that Magdeburg?
That was a name from last year.
Yep. And he's a senior, so it's probably the same Magdeburg.
It's a good bet.
Good bet.
We got odds. We have good odds on that one.
Good bets tonight, didn't we?
We have good odds on that one. We could actually be right on that one.
5:01 left in the first half. Howard with McAndrew, the lone back for the Spartans. Pitches to McAndrew. Going to take it around right, wide to the right. Oh, hit 3 times and still on his feet for about a 7-yard gain. Nice run by McAndrew.
Malakowski makes the initial hit in the back, or close to the line of scrimmage, in the backfield. Didn't wrap his arms.
Yeah, you got to wrap him up or he's not going to go down. You got to get low on him. Hitting him high is tough. And he's a low center of gravity. Once it bends over like that, it's tough to bring down. And we knew that. We knew that from last year. He was truly, besides Mohab, he was the star of the game. I thought he really had himself an excellent football game.
Hand off to McAndrew. Gain of only about 1 or 2 yards into the center. Jay Malakowski?
Malakowski getting up with his arms wrapped around his ankle. Made a nice play from the left side of the defense.
Coming on the 4 minute mark of the, I don't remember how that was. That was the 4 minute, not the 3, guys. Sorry. Less than 4 minutes to play in this first half. 3rd and 1 for the North Schuylkill Spartans.
Stella's coming. Howard on the option. He gets hit, but he gets the first down. Howard did a great job of pitching to McAndrew, or Wary. It was Wary, I guess. McAndrew around the right side.
Nice call that time. We hadn't seen that play so far tonight. And that play usually works the first time, but once you've seen it a couple of times, unless you run it really well, it turns into a disaster. I always think for some reason you don't see many high school teams run that really well.
Howard looks over at his. Oh, incomplete. Good rush that time by the Red Tornado defense.
Again, a good rush. You also got to remember that the difference in quarterbacks, the big difference here is size. Howard is not that big. In fact, they're listing Howard at 5'11", but I would say maybe a little shorter than that. I don't know. But in fact, he is a little shorter because he's shorter than everybody on the field almost out there.
Yeah.
So not everybody is below 5'11" out there. So a little bit shorter, and he's going to have a little bit more trouble finding those creases and those lanes with big guys in front of him like that, where Vic can see over everybody all the time.
2nd down and 10. Howard back to pass. Big rush. Throwing it down over the middle. Oh, nice play by Dave Evans and Montgomery.
Montgomery, too, right in there. Right.
I'll tell you what. Excellent play by Evans. Montgomery went up and tipped the ball. And if you watch, the receiver from North Schuylkill was still going for it. And thank goodness that Evans was still there to make the tip out of the.
Now, where he showed some real speed there. You see that burst when the ball was in the air?
Yep.
He really took off. So he's a guy that can motor. He was kind of gliding there, and then all of a sudden, boom, he had that little burst of speed there, and he almost made the catch. Good play that time by Big Red in the defensive backfield, and it brings up a big 3rd and 10 for the Spartans on their own 47-yard line.
McAndrew goes in motion to the right side. Howard looking all the way to the right. Intercepted. Great interception by 27, Dave Evans.
Perfect play.
Oh, what a great job by the strong safety, Dave Evans.
And is he playing like gangbusters or what, guys?
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, he is.
He's
all
having
over
an
the
excellent game so far.
He was always referred to by Coach Williams as my coach on the field. He said that last year even, and now this year, and he made a point of talking about it when he came to visit us at Supper Club. And there you see it. Heads up was in the exact spot, and he knew the play.
He had McAndrew all the way. He had McAndrew all the way.
So nice play by Evans that time, and he gets a lot of credit for knowing where to be.
2:58 left on the clock. A shift by the Red Tornadoes puts Jamin far left. Fakes the handoff. Big rush by the end again. And a great tackle by Wolfgang. And we have to block Wolfgang.
Something's wrong on the offensive line over there. I'm not saying that they're not doing it, but they're not scheduled to do it or something, because he is destroying us again as they did last year like that. 2nd and 23 now for Big Red. You've got to slow that guy up somehow.
Capone seems to do nothing from the left side, but it's Wolfgang from the right side that's coming in there.
Now they're switching
him. Kanaski, inside handoff to Sinkovic for about a 2-yard gain.
And what Wolfgang, I'll tell you what it looks like Wolfgang is doing, he's coming over to the weak side, and he's just crashing down.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Now, that time you saw Capone, though, was interesting. He moved into what was a pass coverage position.
Right.
He was way off the ball, way outside the line that time. So he did not play a true position that time as a defensive end. I'm assuming that he might have the speed that they think he can do that. But you don't see the other one doing it. Wolfgang's not doing that on his side.
1:42 left on the clock in the first half. Red Tornadoes in the lead, 7-0. Big rush that time by Wary. Kardaski lets it fly. And incomplete on about the 32-yard line.
Kardaski had everything he had to do to get away. That was a blitz straight up the middle, and he got through that time. And again, when you don't have the time, you see how the offense deteriorates, and that's exactly what you saw on that offensive series. He was under pressure all the whole time, and you don't accomplish a lot that way.
Costello in the punt.
I think they're coming for this. Here they go. Here they come. He's up.
It's away. Taken by Magdeburg on about the 32, and he's finished off there by 47.
Boyer, 76. 59,
Geary, and 29, Malachowski.
Tell you what, folks, though, be wary and be afraid of that punt, because they have penetrated that punt now 3 separate times, and they're very close to getting it. We need to adjust at halftime to whatever it is they're doing on the line of scrimmage at the punt part.
1:18 left on the clock, 7-0. I imagine a passing situation for the Spartans. Back to pass, Howard. Oh, big rush by number 60, Jay Malachowski.
Of course, the two brothers at Supper Club last night, and are they two great guys or what? My goodness.
Danny's great.
Real opposites, and Danny, truly an interesting guy to sit with, really is. I'm surprised, though, that he's here playing, considering how much he ate last night. It's really was a pleasure to have them. And those two guys were pretty good.
Montgomery.
We had Matt.
Montgomery was there, and Jason and Danny.
Matt was the guy in the middle there. He got dwarfed a little bit in the middle there.
Howard back to draw play to McAndrew. Wary up the middle to about the 46-yard line. Fumble on the play, but the ball will be down. Nice run by Wary that time.
First down.
First down. Now, we've seen that last year, if you remember, the draw play up the middle.
It is a first down for the Spartans.
24 seconds left on the clock, and the clock is running. Howard on the fly. Looks short, and he catches it for a first down, but 2 seconds left on the clock. It'll be a first down for the Spartans.
This one will go timeout. This will go in the end zone, I'm sure, or close to it. He's going to try to wing this one with 2 seconds remaining on the clock. We look forward to a big halftime. Of course, not only do we have some of the Susquehanna coaching staff here to discuss what they're doing over in Sillians Grove and what kind of season they're having, but you also have homecoming.
Interesting first half, about what everybody expected.
Oh, yeah.
There is
Two tough defense.
That's right.
You know, Coach Williams was asked last night what he expected in the game tonight, and he looked around the room and he said, just one good, hard-nosed, smash-mouth Cole Region football game. And I'll tell you what, he's got
So
one
far
going
he's
tonight.
got it going, doesn't
He
he?
called it straight down the line here in the first half.
Trips left for the Spartans from the shot. No, Howard's back. Take the draw. Now he's going to the right corner. Of
Got
the
everybody
end
down
zone.
there.
Malakossi with the play. Played the ball all the way just to knock it down. The end of the first half. The score, the Red Tornado 7, the Spartans nothing.